You told the truth, and nobody believed you. It seemed like it should matter. You had the facts. You had the details right. But something important was happening beneath the surface. Something that had nothing to do with what actually happened. You were 17 when it happened to you the first time. A group project. Someone else took credit for your idea, and when you tried to explain what really occurred, the room went quiet in the worst way. Not the quiet of people listening. The quiet of people deciding you were wrong before you finished speaking. You kept explaining. Every time you thought more detail would make people understand. It didn't. Why? Because belief was never only about the facts. Psychologist Solomon Asch discovered something unsettling decades ago. In his experiments, people would deny the evidence right in front of their own eyes just to match what the group around them already believed. Truth alone rarely changes a room. Consensus does. So when you stood alone with your version of events, you weren't just fighting the facts against you. You were fighting a room that had already decided its story. And stories, once repeated, start to feel more real than reality itself. You started to doubt yourself. Not because you were wrong, because disbelief is contagious, and standing alone in a group that has already made up its mind feels almost identical to being wrong. Here is the counterintuitive twist. The problem was never that you weren't truthful enough. The problem was that you were trying to win with facts in a moment that required something facts can't buy. Trust that had already been built before the moment ever happened. Roy Baumeister's research on belonging showed something similar. Humans are wired to protect the group's version of events over an individual's truth, especially when trust hasn't been earned by chance. Being believed isn't just about being right now. It's about the credibility you quietly built long before anyone needed to decide who to trust. And that changes everything about how you carry yourself. This isn't the only place that unseen quietly shapes how people treat you. The same invisible pattern shows up in the moment that the person is. When your loyalty is assumed against degradation. Most people never realize how closely the two are connected. Because now, you don't explain first. You don't hold the truth. You let your consistency speak before your words ever have to. You show up the same way again and again until your character becomes the evidence. Until people no longer need convincing because they already know who you are. The next time the room goes quiet, you won't panic. You'll remember that the goal was never to be believed in a single moment. It was to become someone whose word never needed defending in the first place. Maybe the day nobody believed you wasn't the tragedy you thought it was. Maybe it was the day you finally understood that trust isn't given in a sentence. It's built in silence, long before anyone asks you to prove yourself again.